I was used in CIA black budget operations, many of them of a military nature. I was a mind control victim in these same black budget operations, and I was used as a propagandist by the CIA to help bring in the New World Order. I was actually a media person, I still am, radio and TV and print journalism, and basically they set me up through a CIA front company to propagate the New World Order through New Age propaganda. That's about the best way I can say it. And that's a comment I want to make. A lot of this New Age material that we see coming out today, it is an Illuminati ploy to bring in the New World Order. It's sort of a diversionary tactic, part of it. It's a way to get people to be complacent and under mass mind control. And that involves a lot of the trance channeling, all those sorts of things. It's a way to sort of lull people into a false sense of security based on a false spirituality.
And now, Barbara, can you, we're going to take a break here in a minute, but will you be able to tell our viewers and our listeners how to distinguish between what seems to be the real material and what seems to be false, some disinformation on the New World Order?
I can try. I can say that I've been under very severe harassment pretty much for the past 4 years, since 1994. And interestingly enough, 1994 was the time at which I started to speak out, not publicly even, but just to tell people some of the things that I'd been involved in.
What did you start saying?
About what?
In 1994, what did you start saying that created
Okay. Well, it was something, I think, about breaking my programming also. But when I broke my programming, which means I started to remember that I had been programmed, that I was leading a double life, in essence, for a number of years, many years. It's when you break your programming, it's very difficult. Now I'm getting a block. See, I'm experiencing the block. Basically, they place blocks on you, but when you break your programming, they'll do whatever they have to do in order to make sure that they re-recruit you, or they can stop that from happening. So if they can't stop you from remembering, they hope that they can stop you from speaking. All right? And some of the things that were done to me, I can tell you, they flew black helicopters over my home at rooftop level. They had surveillance vans sitting across the street from my home, different ones, by the way. There was one there every day, and every night, but they changed frequently. I was followed. I had tails on me a lot. They sent government agents after me posing as somebody else on numerous occasions. I had phone taps. It was like living in a fishbowl. I was also hit with exotic weapons, microwave, pulse weapons, laser weapons, and these are things that can knock you out unconscious. I've been knocked unconscious by these weapons.
So your harassment, is it continuing today?
Oh, absolutely. It happens every day of my life. Every day of my life I wake up and I wonder what's coming next. The important thing, I think it's important, really important for people to know, is you can't let them intimidate you no matter what they do. So I don't. And I go through a lot of bad stuff, but I still keep talking, and they're not going to shut me up unless they kill me.
Okay, good. Is there a possibility of that?
Absolutely. I've had death threats made, not directly to me. I certainly have had them made to my colleagues, people that I was working with, trying to disseminate this information. They've been made to people who were willing to publish my material, my written material, my research on this stuff. Yeah, it's definitely a very risky thing to do.
Yeah, I'll bet. It's scary to be right when the government's wrong or something like that.
Yeah, you got that right.
Okay.
And I want to say something about the car stuff that she was saying. That I was spending at one point an average of $100 a week on car repairs. They repeatedly hit my tires, my timing belt, my radiator, my brakes. They cut my brake line. And they don't want us going anywhere. They want to keep us in a state of virtual, like a hostage. I was actually living in a motel for almost 2 years under unofficial house arrest and with no transportation. That's how bad it got, until Ted stepped in and told me to get the hell out of there no matter what it takes. And it took him to break me out of the trance, even thinking that I could get out.
And Ted has been your deprogrammer?
No. Ted has been my friend, I would say. And Ted is a person that has helped me out. He has been following my case. he has been documenting my case, and he has made depositions so that if anything happens to me, that he, as he says on the deposition on video, we will know.
London, insulting fans by showing up late to her movie premiere, no autographs, barely saying hello. In Mexico City, 4 months later, a finger for the paparazzi. And then, 5 songs into her concert, the last night of her world tour, she walked off stage in front of 50,000 fans.
It is too dangerous a situation, okay?
It was raining, and she says it was dangerous.
We're going to go out there and we're going to do the first 2 songs or whatever, like if it starts to clear up, but if it starts raining again and if it's bad, then I'll just stop in the middle of the show.
And indeed, a documentary shows she and her tour manager are agonizing over what to do backstage.
It's all irrelevant with it coming down right there. Nobody's going on.
But out front, the crowd turned and started yelling, "Fraud, fraud." You've had a rough year. You've had a year that would test a lot of people. Illness in the family. A breakup. This spasm of publicity about what happened from Mexico to London.
It was pretty rough, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Ah, weird. Hello. Oh my goodness. Hello. Ew. Strong Brittany. Yeah, it was a weird time. Ew. I'm embarrassed. Can we